life rules, though.
Pauline and I arranged regular nighttime meetings.
We ain't even got past the fucking loading screen yet. I've still got 2 mellow playing. Anyways, hi everybody, welcome to the stream.
The stream.
Hello. We're just doing a cold open.
AC tried to do a cold open, it didn't work.
Anyways, hi. We're
too cold. Icy open.
I'm a little bit dead right now, so it's a good thing that AC is starting out, actually. This is fine. Alright.
Pauline and I now arrange regular nighttime meetings.
Still on the loading screen! Shut up!
All this opens known to man.
I can't read. Do you think I know that shit?
I'm making these the warmest openings ever. Anyways. Alright.
Pauline and I.
AC, my man, you were just trying to start the car twice, and you just
God,
Pauline and I arranged regular nightmare meetings.
Pauline and I arranged regular nightmare meetings.
Pauline and I arranged regular
nighttime. Okay, at this point.
Pauline and I arranged regular nighttime meetings.
Before we go any farther, I guess I should introduce myself.
Pauline and I arranged regular nighttime meetings.
Pauline and I.
No, this is the actual one.
We're doing it for real.
Okay, AC, do it for real.
Okay, we're doing it for real.
Do it for real.
Everyone shut up.
Man, Fata Morgana really did the inch well with how you came out and said you don't support transgender rights and all.
Pauline and I arranged regular nighttime meetings, though I never did once tell her how I truly felt. And I had no intention to either. When I was with her, I was in the role of her lover. She never questioned my love for her. And expressing hers for me caused her to smile even more than normal. The happier she was, the more beneficial it was to me. Spending time with her in this capacity, I was able to gain a deeper understanding of what kind of person Pauline was. She was a deeply generous and compassionate woman. While I now understand her near compulsive deeds of charity were a result of the stress and uncertainty that she felt about herself at the time, I believe she was doing it because she genuinely wanted to. I believe she wanted to save absolutely everyone, to be the saintess she had come to be known as. She gave assistance to anyone who sought it from her, without question. And as a result, the church's coffers quickly dried up. Our God did not supply her with an endless store of bread and wine either. No matter the intentions, in the end, any endeavor, no matter what the intentions, requires money. In time, her generosity turned excessive, self-destructive. She would even skip meals so that others could eat. In retrospect, that was probably my fault too, as I pushed her towards wanting to be a regular girl. She pushed back against that desire by being even more charitable. Soon her actions started making other nuns' lives difficult, giving her a less than favorable reputation within the church. Still, she would tell me when we met up how she wished she could help even more people. That doing so would give her peace. And if I could be a part of that peace, then I wanted to grant her wish. But what could a killer like me do to help? Petty thievery will make me nearly enough money to keep a church and an orphanage running. And a raid large enough in scale would do so inevitably be traced back to the source, which would ruin the church forever. How was a murderer to acquire such a large sum of money? I was ready to jump at any opportunity that presented itself. I received the summons from the Lord.
I take it you're the Oriental man who's been seen buzzing around a local church of late.
When I first saw the Lord, I was surprised at just how young he looked. There couldn't have been more than a couple years difference between us. I had envisioned him as an elderly, or at the very least, a middle-aged man. That would be me, yes. What of it?
Who do you think you're talking to, you impudent rat? Show some damned respect.
Apologies. I'm not very familiar with the local customs or language.
Very well, then. You're fortunate I'm such an understanding man. Now, for the reason I called you here. You're the one who killed that cart full of slaves 4 years ago, aren't you?
So you know about that.
Ha! I wasn't actually sure it was you, but now I have confirmation. Since then, one slave of Far Eastern origin has remained unaccounted for. I take it that would be you?
That's right.
You made one hell of a mess out there.
Am I here to be punished?
That depends on how our talk goes.
If you think I'm going back to being a slave, you're fooling yourself.
I don't need any more damn slaves, and I certainly don't want you as one. You're obviously not finding any respectable work being an ex-slave, so I take it you're still in the business of getting your hands dirty, are you not? I assume you're playing cat burglar or something, living off whatever you can swipe from the nearest unlucky bastard.
Correct.
Isn't it comical, then, that you would choose God's sacred house to stretch your legs in, you filthy dog?
I absolutely agree.
I thought that would get a reaction out of you, but it seems you've got no bite in you today. Never mind, let's get down to business. You're going to help me out with a little something I'm working on.
Help you with what exactly?
Something that's going to make me a lot of money. And if you lend a hand, I'll make sure you're well taken care of. Along with the church you're so fond of, and the nun you've taken a liking to. That nun of yours has made quite the name for herself. Out in the city proper, people have started calling her the Saintess.
They're right about that. She is.
The commoners love their heroes and saints. They eat that rubbish right up. But saint or not, you can't simply create food from nothing. Her work is causing financial troubles for the church, is it not?
It is, yes.
If you help me with this, I'm offering you an entirely new church, one where she has complete control to do as she wishes. She'll make it into the biggest church in the city. She'll be able to help even more people, which surely should please her.
What would you have me do?
Jumping at the first whiff of scraps. You really are a dog, aren't you?
And it's like conversations that overstay their welcome.
Fair enough. Then let's get to business. Not far from here lives a witch whose blood has the power to cause miracles.
Miracle blood. Sounds like a sham to me.
You never know. They say the sound of her first cry brought rain to the land where she was born, saving the whole village from drought. And they say her blood has the power to cure any disease. I'll worry about the veracity of the rumors later. Right now, all I want is for you to capture her and bring her to me.
Explain something to me, Lord. You said that if I helped you, the nun would be able to save more people than she does now. So how does capturing this witch accomplish that?
I'm glad you know how to listen, dog. We'll be turning the blood into a miracle elixir, which she will then distribute to patrons of the church. In exchange for tithes, of course.
Selling it, then.
Selling isn't quite the right word, but if that's how you want to think of it, by all means. The commoner's beloved saintess handing out an all-powerful miracle medicine. They'll lap it up.
And in turn, you'll make a fortune.
Exactly. Money I can use to support her church. It'll be a boon to the city's economy as well. A single witch's freedom is all it'll cost for everyone here to come out happy. So what'll it be? Will you help, or will I have to...
I'll help. I've no reason not to.
Decisive and a good listener. Excellent.
Once I've captured the witch, where do I take her?
I have a mansion set aside where your nun can run her church. There's an observation tower on the grounds. The witch will be kept locked up there to ensure we have a constant supply of blood.
Okay. When do you want me to get her?
You're just chomping at the bit now, aren't you? I thought you'd hesitate at least a little, but I guess it was foolish of me to presume to understand how a killer's mind works. All the resources I put into investigating you and everyone close to you were wasted, it would seem. Do you even have a conscience?
Don't act like you're any different.
I assure you, I have a conscience. I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't necessary for the growth of the city.
No, I mean you're as much of a murderer as me.
Hmm.
You would never come up with a scheme like this if your hands are clean.
Watch your mouth, dog. Don't you dare insinuate I would ever condescend to your level.
I agreed to the Lord's terms. A couple days later, I made my way out to the location the Lord had given me, a small cottage by the lake where the witch was said to have lived. I had been instructed to take her alive, but not that I wasn't allowed to harm her. So my plan was to force my way in and immobilize her as soon as she opened the door. The Lord was right. I didn't have anything resembling a conscience. I was too far gone to be bothered by the prospect of disabling a witch. Not even the fact that I found a degree of solace in my relationship with Pauline would change that. However,
Who's there?
when I heard the witch's voice through the door, I froze. It was a girl from 4 years earlier. I didn't even have to see her. I knew right away. I wouldn't mistake that voice, that stream of pure, clear water cutting through the grime for anything. I'll never forget the first thing that I'd ever managed to suppress my desires. My first tether. When the Lord told me about the witch, I never once expected it to be her.
Who is it?
Are you the witch with the miracle blood? My hand rested on the hilt of my sword. I had at first meant to break down the door if she wouldn't open it for me.
Please leave.
However, when I heard that voice, my hand felt limp.
Please stay away from home.
I am in need of your blood. Can you not spare a little?
I have nothing to spare for a man like you. My blood is only for the sick and needy. So please, go away. Stay away from me. I'm begging you. Get away from this place. You're a murderer. I want nothing to do with you. So please, just go away.
As you say. As she commanded, I took my leave of her cottage in somewhat of a haze. It should have come to no surprise, but in the 4 years since our last encounter, she had no kind words left to spare me. Yet even in her derision, I still felt myself being calmed by the sound of her voice. I debated with myself. Should I do as the Lord requested and capture her? Or should I let her go free as I had done 4 years earlier? You already know what I decided to do, though, don't you? That's right, I went with the first option. After all, I had no need for 2 tethers. While breaking down her door was still an option, the witch was wary of me. If she were to somehow manage to escape, there's no saying how the Lord might react. So I stood watch, waiting for her to step outside. The problem was, she never opened her door. It wasn't just me. It seemed that she was wary of everyone. There was one exception, though. The boy. She left the cottage for him. They went on walks together on the lake.
Tashi.
It's been a while since we last went on one of our walks, huh? I haven't been sleeping much, taking care of Nelly.
Is her condition worsening again?
Yeah.
Rest assured, I will give her my blessing as many times as she needs.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. The weather's kind of not great today, huh? Looks like we might get rain. It's probably not smart to stay outside much longer.
Yesterday,
I should get going. See you.
Watching the two of them, it occurred to me that I could make good use of the boy. You have two options. Either you say no and protect the witch,
Away!
or you help me capture her.
Did I not read the line?
That shit did not get picked up.
Okay. Get away from her, right now!
And if you choose the witch, I kill the girl.
Get away!
Make your decision.
Get away from her!
You have until the count of 10. If you don't choose, I kill the girl. 10, 9, 8, 7.
Oh!
6, 5.
Okay, I'll do it, I'll help you! So get that sword out of her face! Don't kill her!
I thought you would hold out until the last second. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's get going. Get moving. You pitiful little boy.
Get back! No! Stay away from me! No! Oh. Don't kill me.
Take it.
What?
That's your share. Should last you long enough.
Why? Why did you take my arm? What do you mean? My share?
Oh.
Why? Why? My heart. My heart. No! Put me down! Please! Please! Someone! No! Please!
The Witch of the Miracle Blood had regressed into an ordinary girl, as she cried in pain like a small child. I wasn't going to get very far with her wailing, so I gagged her, tying her up, and threw her into a burlap sack. Nothing personal. I just need your blood. Without it, she'll lose her church. She needs the money. I need some way of getting enough money to keep our church running. So the Lord made me an offer. If I brought him the witch or the miracle blood, he would be able to finance a whole new church for her. So don't take it personally. I tossed the sack into the cart I had waiting outside, then made my way to the mansion, as per the Lord's instructions. The two of us then locked the witch in the observation tower. When I told the Lord I'd use the boy as bait to get her to open her door, he gave an exasperated sigh and said,
Involving a third party was not part of the plan. Is there anything at all in that head of yours, dog?
I can kill him if that's a problem.
Don't be hasty. Describe him for me. Did he seem like he came from a wealthy family?
He's young, still in his teens. He lives with his little sister. He looked reasonably well off, probably of noble blood.
You picked one hell of a target to use as your bait.
Should I kill him?
There are people in this world you can make disappear quietly. People no one will notice have gone missing. You're one of them. The boy, he most likely isn't. Was the boy at all interested in the witch's blood?
He seemed to be.
Well, that makes things a little easier. We just have to make him into an accomplice, then.
That's everything up to about 6 months ago. You know what happened next, I presume. Arthur and Mel forced him to join us. He needed the blood for his sister, but even without that excuse, he didn't have the courage to run. Me, on the other hand, I involved myself of my own will. I had no reason to try to get back out. In fact, being put in charge of one of the 3 keys. Gave me an excuse to meet up with her more often. The arrangement was quite beneficial for me.
Hey, I heard the news. You were selected to be a part of the Lord's personal guard? Now you've got it made. Congratulations.
You exaggerate. It's nothing.
Oh no need to be humble. He wouldn't have picked you if he didn't really trust you. Everyone around here knows just how hard it is to earn the Lord's trust.
If you say so.
It hasn't been easy for him, I hear. He only assigns those he really trusts to work so close to him.
I hope you're right.
He trusts you, I'm sure of it.
I certainly can't tell the real reason why I suddenly became his guard.
I've got some more exciting news too. The Lord sent a messenger for me earlier. Apparently he's building a new church, and he wants me to serve as a nun there. Can you believe it?
You shouldn't be surprised. You are the city saintess, after all. It's no wonder you'd be his first choice.
I really don't think I'm that important.
Do not want a position.
No, I'm delighted to have such an incredible opportunity. This will allow me to help so many more people than before. It's wonderful news.
That's good to hear. Tell me, I'm not wrong in thinking helping people is the one thing you want more than anything else, am I?
Right. That's what I want more than anything in the world.
I see. Smile for me, would you?
Huh? I've been smiling this whole time, haven't I?
Not just now. Forever.
Of course, when I'm with you, nothing could possibly take the smile off my face.
I'm glad to hear it. I never knew someone could lose so much weight while still eating every day. We might have to increase your portions. If there's anything in particular you want, just tell me.
I hear children's voices. From out, I hear children's voices.
Ah, the kids are here. The kids here to see the Saintess. It has gotten quite noisy out there as of late, yes.
Oh. The saint.
Your voice has gotten raspy too. Was that to my doing? Did I take your voice? That's unfortunate. To me, your voice held far more value than your blood. And I took that away from you.
Yes. You took everything from me.
So we did. The Lord's scheme was a success. The witch's blood brought with it an influx of donations, which the Lord invested in various businesses in the city. I have no idea if the blood actually has miraculous powers. But there were certain people claiming to have been healed by it. It wasn't long before people who weren't sick started making use of the supposed cure-all medication, saying it had preventative properties as well. As the word of the elixir spread, the Lord's profits grew in kind. One fact was undeniable, which is blood stimulated the city's dramatic growth. And that's everything. Appalling, is it not?
Morgana.
If you hate me for what I did to her, you can take this sword and kill me with it. And you can have my key. I won't put up a fight. You have the right to exact punishment on me.
Killing you would accomplish nothing. It is neither my place to forgive nor punish you. As much as it would make me feel better, doing so would serve no meaningful purpose. I would like you to give me a little time, though. And time to cool down enough that I can talk to you with a clear head.
Of course. So you are still willing to speak with me?
I gave you my word. I told you that would help you figure out what path you should take.
You're an honorable man. I'll not force your hand if you do not want this. You can tell me to leave, and I'll walk right out the door.
More than anger or hatred, I'm simply deeply pained.
Maybe things would have turned out better if I were as sympathetic as a man you are. People are supposed to be able to feel happy or sad for each other. I can't, though, which ones make me a beast.
When you first met Morgana, you felt a desire to rescue her from the slave traders. Did you not? You thought of someone other than yourself.
I never saw that desire through, though. My thirst so far overpowered anything I may have wanted to do for her. And next time we met, I sold her to the Lord. As I've said before, there is no room for interpretation in the things I have done. Whatever I must have wanted to do at one point, it's all meaningless now. Regardless, anything I do for someone else is ultimately for my own benefit. Because it's what I need.
No matter how selfish your motivations may ultimately be, please let me believe some part of you does genuinely want to help her.
Alright. I know I'll sound like a hypocrite for saying this. But sitting back and waiting for her to die is not what I want. When I cut off her arm, I didn't feel the thrill or euphoria that I usually do when I take my sword to someone. I can't say whether that means I had a conscience, but for a moment, or if I just wasn't myself at the time. If you can save her, though, please do. I can't do anything. If I try, I'll only make things worse.
I cannot do everything on my own, either. Give me your word that you will atone to Morgana for your actions.
Well, I doubt making reparations will clear me of my crimes. If that is what you want me to do, that is what I will do. Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Tell me more about my next life. I want to know what kind of man I am. I want to know every mistake I make, all the details.
I warn you. It is a tale far more barbaric than anything you could imagine. Do you still want to hear it?
I do. And I have little doubt that I'll believe it. If you're worried I might react the way I did earlier, I'll lay down my sword. You can tie me up too if you want.
That won't be necessary. I'm going to trust you. I'll tell you the whole hopelessly tragic truth. Everything I saw, with no embellishments.
Please do.
And so, I told him the tale I witnessed beyond the second door. That he lost his memory in a shipwreck. That he was treated like a beast by the people in the land where he washed up. That he massacred countless people. And that he took the life of his lover, who had come in search of him, never wavering in her belief that he was still alive. I told him of the white-haired girl. Told him about the things he made Giselle do. I didn't hide anything. As I spoke, he would occasionally grimace, or his eyes would go wide for a moment. But not once did he interrupt me. He sat there in silence, until I finished.
You weren't kidding. It was far worse than anything I had imagined.
It is the truth, though. You became the target of Morgana's loathing, and you are led back to this mansion. That is what lies in your future. As difficult as it may be to comprehend, that person is you. The man who does all those things hundreds of years from now is you.
I really am a beast. A horrendous, precarious creature.
As I interpret it, when you lost your memory, you also lost everything you used to suppress your nature. You lost the foundation you had built, and as a result you were no longer able to maintain that balance.
Would that mean that what I am now is, comparatively speaking, human? No, I'm I'm different now. I'm no different now. I have no more control over myself when I'm killing people than the man you described. You have seen me do irreprehensible things. In spite of that, you were never condescending or insulting, never acted disgusted or afraid of me. Are all angels as compassionate as you?
I am not an angel. I was simply biting my tongue.
Are you afraid of me then?
I'm not afraid of you, no.
What are you then? I don't understand.
I'm of the belief that now is not the appropriate time for me to allow my personal feelings to influence my actions. My task is to save Morgana. If I'm to be honest with you for a moment, I despise the man you are in the future. But I'm also equally frustrated at myself. You're right. The things you did were inexcusable. You murdered innocents. You killed the woman who came searching for you. But on a personal level, what angers me the most is that you put blood on the hand of the woman I love. I know very well that, to you, it's something you haven't done yet, but it was still your soul. It tears me apart inside that I couldn't return in time to stop it. You'd be hard-pressed to find anyone who wouldn't be angry to know someone they care about had received that kind of treatment.
I suppose. And that's how you feel about it, though. Aren't you interested in taking revenge on me?
As I mentioned before, there are times when allowing your emotions to take the reins is the wrong course of action. This is one of those times. Seeking vengeance is the wrong thing for me to do right now. If I can eliminate Morgana's hatred, the three of your souls will be set free as well.
So you're going to save me, too?
Yes, I am.
I don't consider myself worthy of redemption. Especially not after hearing about the things I will do. I am a beast through and through. A twisted, psychopathic monster.
You were conflicted, though. You struggled against the creature that dwelled inside you. It's true that you found perverted joy in violence and murder, but you also felt kindness, which caused a part of you to seek peace. And the same can be said of you in this time as well. If you actually were nothing but a beast, or rather, nothing but a man that derived pleasure in killing, maybe then I could have truly reviled you. Then you would be irredeemable. No matter what had turned you into that. No matter how much pain and suffering had driven you to that point. But your instability, your constantly shifting desires, your mental frailty, all appears to me as very human traits.
Tell me, how should I live my life from here on?
What is it you want most?
The easiest road for me would be the one I walk now. To continue to being a killer. No fighting my desires, no resisting what's inside me. Would that be my salvation? To abandon my humanity entirely? I don't know what I should do, what I'm supposed to do. I'm at a complete loss about everything.
I would like to believe that your desire to live in peace is sincere. And that's not what I want for you, too. It will be the more trying path, yes, because you will have to fight against your nature to stay on it. But we live in the human world, and you have Pauline, who wants the same thing, extending her hand for you, inviting you to join her. So I encourage you to suppress your urges. Your life will not be easy for it, but I implore you to take the rocky road, for your own sake and for hers.
Even if it means my entire life is built on a foundation of lies.
Before today, I believed it was wrong not to be true to oneself. But as I listened to you tell your story, I came to realize that maybe there are exceptions. Some things you can, and possibly should, keep locked away inside you, where they can't hurt anyone else. However, I also think you have a tendency to try and act too perfect around her, both in this life and the next. You cover up so much of yourself that you become an entirely different person. You can be conflicted, imperfect. You can be your conflicted, imperfect self around her. The man you are right now, lost in trying to find his way. I have little doubts she will accept that man. What you need most is restraint.
I see. So tell me, do you think my future can be changed?
I don't know for certain, so all I can do is speculate. But as you share the same soul, I expect any changes you make now will be reflected in your future incarnation.
I have my work cut out for me then. Pauline, she believed in me. She put her faith in a beast and went out in search of him. I cannot allow myself to be the kind of monster that would murder a woman like her. I have to change. I will change the future.
You can do it.
When my life here comes to an end, I vow to make my next one better. Thank you for listening to me. And for giving me guidance.
I can't say I'm particularly suited for the job. Knowing that my words are going to influence the direction of another's life is an unimaginable amount of pressure.
I know, I'd say you put it off well enough. If he ever decided to quit being an angel, he'd make a damned convincing missionary.
I have no interest in being a missionary, and as I've told you, I'm not an angel.
That's too bad. I joined the Church of Michelle. Don't look at me like that, I'm just kidding.
Now, can I get angry at you? As I've been telling you, I'm an ordinary man. I'm not special in any way, like you seem to think I am.
You're not ordinary. You're different, but not in the same way I am. I wouldn't ask any normal man to show me how to lead my life.
I see.
Although, what passes for normal differs from person to person, I suppose. Just as I don't think you're normal, I'm sure there are people out there who do.
Perhaps. Maybe they're just able to see my desire to be normal.
Well, that's everything I have to tell you. You're going to want to talk to the Lord next, I assume.
That's right. I'm going to convince him to hand over his key, and then I'm going to set Morgana free.
I doubt you'll have much luck convincing him of anything, but I'll help in any way I can.
I appreciate it.
I'll get him the support. I'll get him to come to supper tonight. You'll be there too.
Okay, I'll be there. If I could ask you one favor, though, could you try to arrange that for as late as possible?
That should be doable, but why?
There's someone else I need to speak with first.
Alright. I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
See you this evening, then.
Did I lead him on the correct path? Will he actually find redemption at the end of it? No, I made the right decision. Even if he doesn't in the next life, there's enough of a chance that he will in his next. One left and that's it. I'm almost there, Giselle. Almost made it to Morgana. I've come this far. All that's left is to speak with the Lord. Stay focused, Michelle. The pieces I have still don't fit together yet. As Morgana told it, the Lord was a cruel man from the moment she first saw him. And he wasn't much different in the swordsman's telling of the events either. Are those portrayals the full picture of what kind of man he is? Will adding his perspective do anything but amplify Morgana's hatred? And if he really is exactly the man he's made out to be, then how do you explain his internal struggles from the third door? Did his core personality change with the times? Everyone else I've met has been fundamentally the same, though. Are you the exception, Jacopo? Morgana found joy in her life during her 3 years in the brothel. Hoped about not being given the opportunity to thank them. Maybe Maria is more likely to be able to assuage Morgana's animosity. I'll have to hear what she has to say. Can barely move my right arm. I can't feel my fingers at all. It burns. Managed this long, but damned if it doesn't hurt. B, I think like 80% of that got cut off. I just heard thing.
God damn it. Why must you hand out miracles for nothing?
Oh, I need to move the user volume down a little bit for you. There we go. I know that voice. I'm looking up at someone. A woman. She's draped in a black fog and I can't make out any details. But even through the darkness, I know immediately who she is. She is Mother. No, she is not my mother. She is... This is
Why would you...
Morgana, yeah.
Why would you even ask such a question, Mother?
You're barely holding on as it is, my dear. It's not wrong to expect a little remuneration for our services.
No, Mother, it is wrong. Miracles are not to be bartered for. God the Father does not charge for his miracles. So why should we, when I am only borrowing his power?
Listen to me, Morgana. Every time you give someone a blessing, you're hurting yourself. If not for the miracle itself, you still deserve some degree of compensation for the pain.
I know you're concerned for me, Mother. And I appreciate it very much. But I'm happy with the way things are. I'm happy to be able to help others with my Heavenly Father's power.
Power you won't have for much longer, my dear, if we can't afford to keep ourselves fed.
I'm a saint, aren't I?
Yes, you're my sweet little saint. Oh my god.
God will not forsake his saint.
Evidently he will right now.
This is a little sad.
No matter how difficult it may get, he will always provide me a way to continue doing his work. And you are the mother of that saint, aren't you?
Yes, that's right. I conceived you untainted by the hands of a man.
Then you must respect his will as well, Mother. It must be our highest priority.
You're right. I was wrong, my dear saint.
Mother? Mother! You agreed with me. You said I was right. So why are you taking money from that man? Mother?
Mother looks over as strange men shove me into a carriage. The look in her eyes and the chill down my spine. I see her lips moving. She doesn't actually say the words out loud, but I can make out every individual syllable.
Because you're worthless to me.
Aw, fuck, AC's supposed to be the Lord. Welcome, daughter of God. You'll be performing miracles for me now. There's a thing about this. And if you cooperate, I can guarantee you'll live more than comfortably.
Miracles are not to be performed for one single person's benefit.
What?
Miracles are not magic or parlor tricks. They are a precious gift granted to me by my Father in heaven. Using his power for personal gratification is a grave sin. I will do no such thing. I entreat you to think long and hard about your action.
Oh my fucking god, I hate this goddamn system so much. Hold
What
on.
did you just
It
do?
just fucking skipped. Oh no.
Oh no!
Alright, hold on.
What did you do?
I accidentally...
Context clues.
It accidentally hit the fucking button that skips through that entire goddamn chapter.
Wow. Oh.
My bad.
So, how are you enjoying the story so far,
There are
everyone?
so many people here that suck.
Sorry, I'm fucking dead. I'm not on my A game today.
Yeah, we're all pretty much dead here.
Shaking your head.
I'm very much alive, Crimson.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Masa still sucks.
Yeah, like this doesn't make anything you did like better.
As
Yeah.
Noir
Also,
pointed
Jacopo,
in like the evilest way possible.
also, Jacopo is way more smiley in this than he was in the doors.
Like Jacopo's like more sympathetic than like in
I
this.
think the difference is that Jacopo usually feels bad a lot, and the Lord does not have any of those inclinations as far as I can tell.
Jacopo is like grumpy. The Lord is maniacal.
He seems to be literally just evil and only care about money.
And like, okay, but back to Yukimasa, it just feels like he feels bad that Pauline saw he did the bad stuff.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Joshi, he
Yep.
has said, he has said, like, I am only doing this for myself. I wish I wasn't, but that's how it be.
Just like
I wish I wasn't.
I don't think this man's gonna get redemption in the next life. He might not kill Pauline, but I don't think he's getting that redemption.
It depends on how they portray it, because he might come out in the next life as a normal human. Bees like
This is
by
bringing up
Bees
some
sounds
very
that that's
questions.
not the case.
No, it's not even it. I just have so many words and thoughts and opinions that I can't share with the class. I gotta sit here.
We gotta wait a minute for some of this shit.
So you have
Yeah.
Orange. Is there anybody
was
else that
gonna-
is within the inner council?
Zaz and Abyss.
So you do have people you can talk to.
Both are not here.
I mean,
I
Zephyr and Orange probably already know all of these opinions.
Yeah.
I'm sure there
would
have
just be
been
simply
fights
preaching to
already.
There's been like one fight.
Yeah. Things are much
Other
more
than
simple.
that,
due
we
to
didn't.
the things are much more simple
Okay.
than they normally are.
So why do you feel so dead today, Orange?
Because I did D&D today, and that naturally tires me out because I have like no energy ever.
Okay, wait.
Okay, cool. Let's see. It auto stops when it gets something that we haven't done. yet.
Oh, neat.
Do away with such selfish desires and dedicate yourself to helping the people. The power you have been given was bestowed upon you by the hand of God. It is not your power. He is merely allowing you to make use of it for a short time. Pride is a sin. Please consider how you conduct yourself.
You're an ignorant, insolent child, are you not? I bought you. You are my property. You have no right to an opinion.
That is not my opinion. That is the way of the world as God.
Silence! You're not here to talk. You're to perform miracles for me and my guests.
As I have already told you, I will do no such thing.
What you will or will not do is my decision, not yours. Lowers with a sickening laugh, then grabs me by the hair and knocks me down to the floor. I beg him to stop, but he isn't listening to a word I say. Cheers! A saint's blood and good fortune to all. I stare vaguely at the crowd, gathered for the Lord's blood feast. Every time he has guests, he throws another party. and every time he slices another part of my arms or legs open, it isn't long before they're an unsightly web of crisscrossing scars. The Lord sometimes has trouble deciding where to cut, but not out of any sense of sympathy for me. He simply thinks drawing blood from an untouched area of my body will make it more effective. The Lord strips me bare. Perhaps I'll use your stomach today, Saint. Be able to get some nice pure blood from there.
Stop this. Can you not comprehend that what you're doing is an affront to the Lord?
I am free to do what I wish with my property. Saint or not, you are no different than any of my slaves.
Look, the Lord is greatly displeased with your actions.
Then use your miracle body, your miracle powers to deliver divine punishment on me. Go on. You can do that, can't you?
Your soul will be punished. You may not see the effects now, but you will pay for your sins one day.
You're not as threatening as you think you are, buck-naked girl. Don't give me that look, girl. I have no interest in taking that from you. You'd be lucky to find anyone willing to lay with a girl covered in disgusting scars. All I can do is wait and endure day after day of torture and shame, of the Lord searching for new places to stick his knife. My entire body, except for my face, is covered in reddish-black wounds.
Someone, anyone, help me. Get me out of here. Please, someone. Oh, Father who art in heaven, I pray for you to lead me unto deliverance. Father, your trials, they are much too great.
Morgana. That was much clearer than the first time I saw it. Everything she felt. Her struggling, her sincerity, her pain, and her voice. It felt almost as though I was the one going through it all. The Lord. I can understand why Morgana would bear such a powerful grudge against him, considering everything he did to her. Why would he do that, though? There's some reason, some explanation for his actions. I'm thoroughly exhausted. Like I've just spent the last several months having my blood drained again and again. My limbs feel like they have boulders tied to them. Just trying to get to my feet makes me dizzy. So cold. She's probably waiting for me by now. I should get going. I have to do this. Move, damn it. Putting against my body's attempts to succumb to gravity with every step through sheer force of will. I make my way to the courtyard.
Oh, there you are. Thank God you came. Sneaking on the church grounds is a bit unnerving, so if you... Are you alright? You look like you just came back from the dead.
I'm fine. Thank you for coming. Now to continue our conversation from yesterday.
Whoa, slow down. Who do you think you're convincing? You look about as fine as a fucking corpse. If you're not feeling well, we can always do this some other time. And, whoa, what happened to your hand?
It's a minor injury. Nothing of any significance.
Seriously, who do you think you're convincing, man?
I can get around just fine without a few fingers.
You gotta take yourself into consideration, too! You can only run on raw determination for so long. And imagine how it makes me feel for a second, you asking to talk and showing up looking like that. If you want to get anything done, you've got to take care of yourself first. Head on back to your room and rest. Let's do this some other day, okay? When you're feeling...
I don't have that kind of time.
Noon
tomorrow. That's my deadline. I have to take care of everything before then. I know damn well what condition I'm in. But it doesn't change what I need to do. If I don't, I can't save Morgana. I can't get Giselle back.
Ugh. That makes it all the more important you get your rest.
And when do you suggest I do that exactly?
Honestly, I don't get why you're in such a damn tizzy. Get a hold of yourself, man.
I am plenty calm.
It sure don't look like it. You're already pushing yourself to the edge. I don't want to be responsible for giving you that last nudge. So quit bickering with me, get your ass back, and get some rest!
You don't understand the gravity of the situation. None of you do. You don't grasp how great an effect stopping what happens tomorrow will have. I have to keep moving, even if it means crawling through the dirt. If I don't, not only will I fail to make things better, Morgana's almost certainly got even worse fates in store for all of you, so long as her curse lives on. I'm the only one here who knows what awaits.
So that makes you... what? A prophet or something, then?
Not exactly, no. But in terms of this time period, that would be the most apt description. Do you not believe me?
Well, no. That is asking a lot.
That's fine. You don't have to. But at the very least, I want you to believe that I genuinely believe something terrible is going to happen tomorrow if I don't do something. I think I accidentally skipped a line there. What the fuck? Never mind, we're good. That I think I don't have time to waste. All I need you to do is tell me what you know. Could you do that for me?
Assuming you actually are a prophet or whatever, why don't you just, get the hell out of town? Say, fuck it, this is too much, and vanish into the night. No one's gonna blame you if you do. Hell, is anyone gonna even notice you did anything if you do succeed?
I'm not in this for the attention or praise. I can't sit idly by knowing what I know. Seeing what has happened and what will. Knowing what Morgana went through, what she felt. Can't abandon her. Not anymore. Can't let my knowledge go to waste. While it is true that the mansion will continue to be wrapped in darkness so long as Morgana's curse remains in effect, and nothing can be put to rest until I do something about that, that's not my sole motivation anymore. I sincerely want to help Morgana. Giselle. Is that what you meant when you told me you wanted me to save her?
Huh. You seem like the kind of fellow who's always fretting about something or other. You don't know how to take it easy, do you? Though I guess, in a way, that's kinda why you can fight so hard, huh? Alright, you win. I'll talk. Anything you want to know, I'll tell you.
Thank you very much.
But you sit your butt down first.
Oh, okay.
Morgana said that?
She did. She described her 3 years there as one of the brightest periods of her life.
Huh. Who'd have thought? Damn, that's kinda really great to hear.
She never tell you herself or how she felt.
She never really made much of an attempt to be a part of the group. She was like she had these colossal walls all around her.
I can see that.
Yeah, so I always felt kinda like I never knew if I was sticking my nose in too far or not, you know?
She appreciated what you and the other women did for her. After the raid 4 years ago, she ended up in the hands of a slave trader. As she was being transported, she said this, with tears in her eyes. I'm sad because I didn't get the chance to show my gratitude to the people very dear to me.
Oh. Damn. So is that, absolutely 100% exactly what she said? You're not just pulling it out of your ass, are you?
Those were her exact words, yes. My mistake. As hard as it may be to believe.
Nah, I believe you. I'm just surprised is all. I mean, just... wow. Yeah. If I'd known that was how she felt, maybe I could have been a little friendlier with her.
You weren't friendly with her?
Not especially. I mean, that's not to say I was cold or anything. It's just that all the girls kept a bit of distance from her. Not because we didn't like her, but because that's what it looked like she wanted. Some distance. None of us were really cut out for the caretaker gig. As much as we'd love to be some kind of mother figure for her, we just didn't have it in us.
Who was closest to her?
He's dead.
The slave.
Huh? What's this about a slave?
There was a young man. A slave who participated in the revolt at the Lord's Manor, who saved Morgana's life.
Yeah, that's the guy. He was the closest of any of us to her. Or at least he gave her the most attention.
And he's...
6 feet under.
That's unfortunate.
What can you do? People come and go. That's just the way of things.
I thought that maybe if you were still alive, that it would improve our chances of saving Morgana.
Improve our chances? There's only one way about it. We smash the Lord's fucking skull in and take his key.
That's not an option.
Huh.
Doing that will not alleviate her hatred.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to accompany us when we go into the observation tower?
Huh? Me? Why?
I want you to be there to say something to her.
I'll say whatever you want me to say once you've gotten her out of the tower.
Don't you think being able to hear the voice of someone she cares for when she's finally set free would do more to pull her out of the darkness than anything else?
That's all the more reason it can't be me.
Why not?
Like I was saying, I was never that tight with her. Kept my distance. I can't do anything. Not with the reasons you've given me for why she's so full of hatred.
I have no other options, though.
You know, actually, while I doubt this'll do much in the way of getting rid of her grudge, there is something I was supposed to give her, but never got the chance.
Oh?
It's nothing special, just a rinky-dink little necklace, but if you get the chance, would you mind giving it to her?
If anyone, that should come from you.
It's not from me. It was supposed to be from the slave. He got it for her as a birthday present, but that was the day the brothel got raided. So yeah, that's the story. Make sure she gets it, would you?
Okay, I will.
Thanks, man. Welp, now that that's out of the way, I should split. Best of...
There we are. Nelly.
Which one?
I'm assuming Nelly.
There you are. You went in your room, so I was worried sick.
What are you two doing here?
You're going to talk to the Lord tonight, right? So... there's a chance you might be able to set the saints free. No way am I going to miss that.
That's why you're here?
That, and to say goodbye. I want for them to make reparations as soon as the girl's released.
Do you feel the same way, Nelly?
If Mel tells me he wants to, then I won't stop him. But he was threatened, so if it's possible, I don't think there's any need for him to rush to be punished.
True, Kitty.
I don't want to lose my brother. Surely there are other ways he can atone. That's reasonable. I do feel guilty about what he was put through. It's not your fault what he did. Anyway, I'm really anxious about tonight, but I'm sure it'll all turn out fine. You'll make it work, won't you, dearest Michelle?
I'll do my best.
Oh, come on, you've got to act confident. Take care of my Mel for me too. He's very fragile, so handle him with care. Like a big old box of china.
Is he really that fragile?
Yes. As for me, if he looks like he's going to do anything he shouldn't, would you stop him for me? I wish I could be there to do it myself, but, well. He insists only the people directly involved should be there, and I want to respect that.
I was never going to allow anyone to get hurt anyway.
That's good. Thank you. He and the Lord may have caused the girl a great deal of pain, but I still don't want anyone to get hurt.
Some people deserve it, and I say let him have it.
No, Maria. Don't be like that.
You're the weird one, Little Miss Perfect. Go around letting everyone off the hook for everything, and the whole damn world's gonna come falling down around you.
He did what he did for me, though.
And the Lord, he's only in it for his own profit. Much as he says it benefits the city, it still comes back around to his own pockets.
It's not a bad man, though.
Yeah, I've heard it 1,000 times. No one's a bad person in your eye. I know.
Now, can we please try keeping things civil?
Sorry. Bad habit. I know. I talk a lot of rod, but I don't really mean half of it.
I do think he's much better than the old Lord, though.
Hold on a second. What did you just say?
He's better than the old.
When did the current Lord take his place?
4 years ago?
What? Morgana was 9 years old when she was at the Lord's Manor. 7 years ago. Maria, were you ever at the Lord's Manor any time 7 years ago?
Nah, I was never hired by anyone there.
Then when... She didn't have an interaction with the Lord 7 years ago. Ah. Now it all makes sense. How did I not consider the possibilities sooner? I know what kind of man he is. I know the people he had around him. Maria, is the slave actually dead? And I believe this is Noir.
You'd better have a damn good reason for this. I came because you said you had something important to discuss. Now, care to tell me who the hell this white-haired man is and what he's doing here? You neglected to mention we'd be having company.
I'm the one who asked him to arrange this meeting with you.
And who the hell would you be? AC.
He's not here.
Oh, right, AC's fucking dead. He's an angel. Actually, that was one to be. He's an angel. Or a prophet. Oh, that's Mel, actually. My bad. Meh, middle meh.
Or a prophet.
What? Did you both finally snap under the pressure?
I'll leave it for you to decide what you think I am. I will say though, I know everything. I know you've got a girl imprisoned in the observation tower. I know you're taking her blood and calling it medicine, passing it out at the church.
Which one of you squealed?
No one told him anything. He just knew.
He knows everything, including my deepest desires, and what happened in my next life. He's probably peering into your soul this very moment.
You've completely lost it, I see. Well, how you got your information doesn't matter. All I need to know is this. What are you hoping to gain from it? Wealth? My downfall, what?
Morgana's freedom. I want you to give me your key. Then I want you to tell me your story. I've come from the future, from the world after Morgana's death. Her soul courses with hatred for the three of you, and she's placed a curse of eternal suffering on your souls.
Has everyone at this damn table gone mad? Did you seriously think I would believe that nonsense?
Don't interrupt me. My objective here is not so much to rescue Morgana's physical body from the tower, but to save her soul from an eternity of loathing. I can't achieve that on my own. However, because I'm not from this time, I have had no direct interaction with her or anyone else here until just recently. In order to make her have a change of heart, I need to gather the truth from the people who are from this time. And I suspect that you hold the last piece of the puzzle. The biggest piece. That you have a far deeper connection with Morgana than anyone else here. No, I'm all but certain of it now. Your perspective is crucial to accomplish my goal. Tell me your whole story, please. How you ended up capturing and imprisoning Morgana. What you thought and felt along the way. Your truth will get through to her. I know it. That'll be the turning point in all this. Her curse will be no more. And you will be all returned to the paths you were meant to walk. Everyone will have their salvation.
Someone throw this madman out.
I won't do it.
Neither will I.
Damned worthless curs. I'll call the guards then. Who do you think I am exactly? I'm the lord of this land. Under ordinary circumstances, I'd never so much as deign to speak with you, lowly peasant. Now get out of my sight. Or I'll take it as an act of aggression and you'll find yourself without a head.
In this room right now, not a lord. You're a lone man.
Until you hand over your key, we're not letting you leave. And you'll find there aren't any gods for you to call. You're alone on this estate.
Your preoccupations with staying out of sight played right into our hands. Accept your defeat, Lord. We've already agreed to set the witch free.
Cowardly worms.
Ironic coming from you.
I didn't think you'd turn coat quite so eagerly. The nun and your kid sister in on it too, I take it.
We're only working for you. I never felt any sort of allegiance to you.
Loyalty founded on what one has to gain or lose is far more resilient than uncertain, fluctuating feelings. But it would appear this white-haired man shattered that foundation. How long have you been colluding with them, cur?
I arrived in this era 2 days ago.
What? 2 days? In just 2 days you got these worms dancing for you?
They're not dancing for me. I merely spoke with them and they listened.
You're a disturbed man. You couldn't possibly have won these two over in a mere 2 days.
He's no ordinary man. As we've said, he knew everything. While I was talking to him, I felt like he was looking directly into my soul.
He's definitely an unusual one, yeah. It felt like he's known me for my whole life. Even though he just showed up out of nowhere 2 days ago. I didn't believe what he was saying at first. But he knew things he couldn't possibly know. My secret wish. Something I never told anyone before.
I don't know what kind of tricks you're playing, but now I know why I've never seen you around. You'd been lurking around the city for longer, sticking your nose where it didn't belong. I would have taken notice sooner or later. I'm impressed. In only 2 days you managed to convince them both to betray me and set me up. I am indeed the one in charge of this operation, so if it's the witch you're after, I'm the obvious target, yes. The two dogs there surely have some pent-up rage. So I take it you're going to tie me up, then torture me until I tell you what you want to know?
That's not a bad idea. What do you say? Give me the word and he's in ropes.
Wait. We agreed we weren't going to get rough.
I have no intention and interest in solving this problem with violence. Here to uncover the truth. You needn't exchange blows, only words.
Anyway, if we were going to beat it out of him, we would have done so as soon as he walked through the door. If we discussed this beforehand, we're only talking. No one's getting into any fights. Physically or verbally.
That's right.
Well, it looks like I've got no way out, so you've got me. I surrender. Take my key. Go open the tower doors.
What? That was easier than expected.
Your key is not important right now. Your perspective is what I seek. Why did you make it so the lock requires 3 keys? One person is more than adequate for the job. So I split it 3 ways.
Is that any of your concern, Kerr?
Was it because it was too much weight to bear alone? You didn't actually want to imprison Morgana, did you? Something somewhere went wrong. You backed yourself into a corner and couldn't escape.
I'm done listening to you.
Am I right or am I wrong, Lord? Or should I say, Jacopo?
Copo. But isn't his name, Jean-Francois Bonnier?
That's Lord Barnier to you, you insolent child. You seem to be a bit confused. I am son of the House of Barnier, which means I'm royalty.
No, you are not. I know how you came to start calling yourself Barnier, but there's not a drop of royal blood flowing through your veins. The slave revolt at the Lord's Manor 7 years ago. You were there, weren't you? During the revolt you helped Morgana escape. That's right, you saved her life once. That was you. You were the slave from 7 years ago. Slave.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Me, a slave? Like hell a former slave could become royalty.
You did it, though. You went from slave to lord.
Enough, I don't know who's filling that white-haired head of yours with this drivel, but I'm done listening to it. Say another word and I'll throttle you myself. Keep slandering my name. I dare you.
Maria told me it was the slave from back then was dead. She didn't mean it literally, though. She meant he wasn't who he used to be anymore.
Maria, you've been talking to her too?
Because she was afraid if Morgana found out, it would only serve to throw her into deeper despair. The man who had once saved her was not responsible for keeping her imprisoned.
Do your ears not work, cur? I said I've had enough.
I need your perspective. There's more to the story. I'm certain of it. I refuse to believe you acted only for your own benefit, only to cause her pain.
If you want the key so damn badly, then take it. Set the witch free. I don't give a damn. But if you say another word, I'll rip your fucking tongue out.
Again, the key is not what I need right now. I need your story.
Are you deaf or just an imbecile?
Your perspective is crucial to saving Morgana, so...
Enough.
When you were enslaved, you helped Morgana escape from the Lord.
Silence.
And you spent the next 3 years with her.
Just one more fucking word, I swear to God.
So how did you end up here? How did the boy from 7 years ago go from saving her to locking her up and stealing her blood? There's no excusing her actions. No! But please, I need you to tell me how you got to this point.
Enough!
Michelle!
The next thing I see is a dagger in his hands pointed at me. I reflexively try to push myself out of the path of his charge with my dominant hand, which is a jolt of excruciating pain at my right arm.
I'll rip your fucking head off.
The Lord swings his arm up, and the necklace spills from my pocket, making a metallic clink as it hits the floor. When he sees it, his eyes go wide for a brief moment. Of course, I'm just as slack-jawed as him.
What the hell is going on?
Why? How? Why am I looking at a familiar cloud of inky black darkness? There's no one to answer my question, though. And no time to think about it either. I have to make a decision right now. The Lord, dagger raised, is quickly approaching. Off to the side, the cloud of darkness is expanding. You gotta...
Reach into the darkness, you reach into the darkness.
Yeah, we're reaching into the darkness. I reach my hand into the darkness spreading from the necklace. And as soon as I do...
What the hell is this?
What's that black stuff?
The blackness swells, consuming us all.
No, stop! What is this? Don't make me. Watch this!
His shouts fade into the distance, and my mind and body are swallowed up entirely. Same thing that happens whenever Giselle and I open a door. The same darkness I've gazed into, again and again and again and again in this cursed mansion. That house that exists outside reality. Far, far off into the distance, I can see a gentle light, like a hole ripped out of the darkness. Green grass and colorful flowers rustling in the wind. I don't understand. The darkness. It was never present in the past. It was, I thought, a phenomenon restricted to the realm of the dead. So what is it doing here? But even my questions are, in short order, swallowed up by the void. Soon my body ceases to retain its form, leaving only my consciousness to view the sights and sounds and emotions of someone's past. I become an observer, as I have many times before. So should we, start this? Because we only have 20 minutes.
Kind of a bit.
This is a pretty long section.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm fine with calling it early.
If it's super
we
long,
just
then
have some-
let's do it next time.
Okay, but
Yeah, we
also...
have extra discussion
And
time.
also, a lot
Also,
of people fled
actually, no,
because of time reasons.
quick additional. This is just for me and...
Oh god, pardon me.
Don't worry, Con, you're good. Oh,
Dude,
damn it. I
Jesus.
tried to do a comedic burp at the same time to overtake it. I couldn't.
Sorry.
Please don't.
He couldn't out-burp you.
I couldn't out-burp Kaneko. God damn it. I'm not powerful enough.
I could out-burp you all, but I refuse to because I know it's not great on the ears.
Yeah.
Oh, for me, that shit's ASMR. No, it's not.
Wait, what?
I'm not gonna encourage that.
I know my powers, and I will not use them. For
My
it's a
sister has
responsibility.
burping powers. Unfortunately, they're super loud.
I think I have 3 levels. No one wants to hear DEFCON 3.
Anyways.
Alright, me and B are gonna have a separate discussion. You guys can go ahead with your thoughts, though, if you do have any particular ones.
Alright, Nor, go.
Mm-hmm.
I have... Go ahead, Nor.
I think the best we're going to be getting out of this is Jacopo is just somehow being, you know what, it's going to be the exact same thing, which is, oh man, I can't believe that Jacopo was being blackmailed by someone into doing this. He didn't really have a choice at all, which makes him just slightly less guilty. And he feels really bad about it because there's a deep inner part of the past that they just didn't tell us about.
What?
And it was very tragic, and nobody is happy about it, and he's very sorry.
If I may interject on that, they have at least so far been repeatedly saying, okay, yeah, that sucked, but you're still guilty.
Oh no, everyone's still very guilty. At
And
least
they have been saying it.
they're going as far as admitting that and accepting it.
Like, we agreed before that no matter what they did like a finite mistake and sin, and they're getting punished indefinitely, which we agreed is not fair. So saving him from that is correct, I think.
Why the fuck does it say I'm streaming still? Oh god, get rid of that. Ew.
Oh no, it says you're
on Discord.
Face.
On Discord, my Discord is being really weird.
But okay, so I have a question for you, Noir, since it is your turn, right? Like, would you say that would you say they're all redeemable?
No, Yukimasa is not redeemable in any way. He just likes killing people, specifically for fun, or at worst, because there's just something severely wrong with him where he does not have an amount of human self-control enough to not actively kill people, sometimes for no reason.
Well,
Which
that was what Morgana did to him. Like, the way I understood it, like, he was like that, but he, like, normally he would be able to keep it under control and not do the bad stuff. But the only thing Morgana did to him was remove
she
his
looked
limiters.
really sad in a different way, though.
He has gone out of his way to find ways that he can indulge in that.
And he cut off a woman's arm for no reason.
Well, he did have a reason. So
No, he didn't.
He
The
really
plan,
did.
the plan wasn't.
person
No,
is
no, no,
not
no,
a
no,
good
no, no,
reason.
that's not true. That's not true.
One
The
at a
plan
time.
wasn't. The plan wasn't to have. Please let me speak. The plan wasn't to have Mel join them as collaborator. The plan was you get the arm and you leave us alone. Mel, that was the plan as far as Yukimasa was concerned.
But also,
hi,
you see, the thing
hello.
was with Yukimasa, that wasn't the plan.
Person who knows things is trying to speak.
Hi, hello. That was not the plan. The plan was for Yukimasa to capture her and bring her to the Lord. There was at no point discussed with Mel or with the Lord of chopping of any body parts.
The deal with
he
Mel,
cut off the arm,
the deal with
and then
Mel
was like-
was, if you don't take me there, I'm going to stab your sister.
Well,
That
no.
was the entirety of the deal.
He cut the arm and then went, here's your cut.
But he did that on his own. Mel never asked for that. They never
That was
discussed
not
But he
that.
didn't. But he didn't cut her arm for the sake of cutting her arm.
There wasn't really a good reason for it.
Lock her up.
Honestly, I think he just did it because he's an asshole.
Well, I see no reason.
I don't think he was throwing.
Well, I think he didn't because that's not what was said.
Michelle's going to Superworld.
It has been firmly established that he can and will go ahead and kill if the need be.
Rindy said he had a good reason to cut this girl's arm
I didn't
off.
say he had a good reason. I said he had a reason. He didn't do it for fun. Just because yay, let's cut the arm. Yay, I wanna go crazy and cut the arm.
This was
Hi,
not
hello.
a discussion.
Hi, hello.
B, go ahead.
Hi, hello. He is just like that.
So,
No, because, like, the thing
wait,
was-
wait. I'll ask a thing. I will ask a thing from the gods, the omnipotent ones. Is it ever discussed why he did that?
Why he cut the arm?
Yes.
No. Like I said, there was no discussion with Mel, with the Lord, of any bodily harm. He was
I know-
supposed to just
I
obtain his
know,
child.
but
Just did
literally the thing that was said. No,
I mean,
there's no reason to believe that to be the case.
Let me rephrase that, actually. He gave Mel a reason to here's your arm, but, like, no one, like, again, it was just not discussed. He made
like,
a reason.
But the thing that was specifically sad about him was that what Morgana did to him was make him unable to, like, control himself and not indulge in the things he had in the urges he had.
Like, just
we'll talk. That's something more. That was a
Of course he does.
That was a conversation that happened in the carriage. However, I will no longer give my thoughts and opinions, and we can talk about, or at least I can
think
talk
we'll
about
have
that
to
later.
agree to disagree.
Thank you, B.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just because
Mostly
just
everyone
'cause
is on our side, but Randy's off.
We should agree to
Sheesh.
disagree.
Just because Morgana made his self-control worse doesn't mean he was a psycho murderer before.
Not to mention.
I mean, but, like, then what did she do if he was already like that?
She made his self-control even worse to the point
Yes,
where
so that means he was able to control it. There is no reason to do that. And
He
there,
had a
like,
level of self-control that he really but he basically went out of his way to indulge in it.
He doesn't do anything else of this sort in this
just
story.
because he was aware enough to not, like,
He was
kill himself with his actions doesn't mean that he didn't want to do
No,
it.
he did not.
Like, the
Also-
way you're describing him, his character, the way he should have just murdered Michelle right off the bat. Like,
Also,
it would not have gotten to this
answer
point.
is is he literally went to her house, like, gave a just mild amount of questioning about it, felt bad and left, and then got over that and decided, you know what, I think I'm gonna cut her arm off. That just seems like a good idea in the moment.
If I may cut in here real quick, Rindy, you brought up the point that why didn't he just right away kill Michelle? And my response is he tortured him because he enjoyed torturing him.
It's true. Dude,
It's not true. What? He didn't torture him because he enjoyed torturing him.
To be fair,
What?
I'm dead. Shit, shut up, nigga. God
well,
damn.
no, he was torturing him to get information from him. That was the exact reason.
I'm okay. Yes.
However, he's also
not
taking
okay.
active pleasure in enjoying it.
Hey, can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
So I was asking Rendy, what do you think that Yukimasa thinks that Mel is going to do with an arm?
Get the blood from it.
And it's going to run out of blood. Before
It's going to run out, yes, but that's his bad.
Shelly, did you say? Wait.
That's what Yukimasa said. No, it doesn't
Did you
matter.
say Mel or Yukimasa?
God damn it.
What I'm
Got
saying
people
is,
concerned
what
for
does
me.
Yukimasa think that Mel is going to do with an arm?
Is he gonna grind it up and
Drain it?
The exact thing Yukimasa said he would do. What?
Very obvious what you do with the arm.
This is medieval medicine from a guy who has literally no idea what science is, and a different guy who has no idea what science is. Yukimasa is like almost definitely illiterate.
So Yukimasa thinks that this arm is just gonna hold the blood in it until he can get it to his sister.
Basically, yes.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it can.
Alright. So we're on that
It
level
is a supply
insanity.
of blood. Here's an X amount of blood for you.
Not fresh one.
I mean, he does. I mean, it's Saint's blood. It's like there's no real rule of how much blood you need.
And it will rot.
I don't think they care. I don't think they really are thinking deeply of how the science of Saint's blood.
It also isn't like that's also part of the problem is like it's not entirely clear how magical or unmagical this blood drinking ritual is, and doesn't Morgana like not eat or like there's something abnormal about her actual living body process.
Yeah, she keeps eating, but she keeps getting thinner, even though she eats correctly.
My question
Yes.
is, how the fuck is she doing this many blood donations and surviving?
That's
She's about
probably
to
she's
not.
getting thinner.
She is really looking like a corpse.
Like we don't know how much blood she was really draining from her. I believe.
Sorry, if I may. And this does tie in with what Noir and Joshi have said. Or at least something that's just been bothering me. Anytime the swordsman, because I will call him that, actually just refers to her as a tether because of her voice and saying that he had to get her out of there, isn't that just indirectly pushing the blame for his incidents and accidents? No, not accidents. Fuck. Isn't that just indirectly placing the blame onto Morgana again?
Not really.
For his
I mean,
action?
Khan, the man's a
Not really.
sociopath, so
He's
I wouldn't put
really-
it past him.
No, I mean he's saying like I need to do it for me. It's
And
for
for
me.
other people thinking of me.
I think he's just doing it for himself. He's very much said,
The
"I'm
nun,
doing
he's
this
doing
for
it for the
me.
nun."
I don't care about you guys. I'm doing this for me."
Because, like, the only sympathy that I have for Yukimasa is that he's a sociopath
Whoa,
in an
whoa,
age
whoa.
that doesn't know what sociopathy is. Like, everyone just assumes he's a beast, but he doesn't understand why he doesn't have emotions. It feels normal for him, so... He just, like, that's the only sympathy I have. It doesn't excuse his actions, but, like, you know what I mean?
I just
Yeah,
felt
sure.
uncomfortable the way he was telling a story and everything.
Yep. But to add, I was answering your question. He doesn't mind passing the blame on to others because he's a sociopath.
I mean, I don't think he's really passing the blame onto others. He's saying that he's doing it for himself. He's gave the reason why he's doing it for himself.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, if he's a sociopath, the real answer is he doesn't actually care, and or has an incredibly difficult time attempting to care.
Yeah, it's like he's saying she's my tether, like for me. It's not even like a possession thing. It's just like that's what makes me feel better, so I want it.
Probably what makes him feel at all, anything.
Yeah. Well, then
Basically, children
I'm
are
not upset
sociopaths
because
before they
of-
learn better.
What?
Children are sociopaths because they don't know better. They don't know right from
Okay,
wrong
we're
until you
getting
teach it to them.
I'm not confident enough in my.
Hi, hello, class. We are chasing rabbit holes. Next.
Wait,
Fuck is going
you
on?
can find a rabbit hole
Joshie.
incredibly
Then
easily.
don't blame anybody.
Rabbit holes are incredibly easy to chase, B. They just stay there.
I understand.
Why is it
Well,
cold
Joshie wants to ask
when you
me something.
in the food, the cold food, and out
No.
eat the food?
Noir, this all led up because I had asked a question.
What was the question, Joshie?
No, I simply had asked Noir, who do you think is do you think there's any, do you think everyone is redeemable or some shit like that? I don't even remember anymore. It's just they just
Oh, no. The Lord seems like he's doing horrible things for shitty reasons, and it sounds generally like his motivations are either he is somehow beholden to the old Lord for unknown or unspecified reasons, or he is unnecessarily beholden to a bunch of merchants for unspecified reasons. And possibly those reasons, as far as I can tell so far, are just either direct profit and or financial security, or on the other hand, could just be entirely greed.
Or does not want to be a slave again.
Could be blackmail.
I mean, that's self-preservation, but I mean, he's also literally a lord. I think there's some wiggle room between immediately back to slavery.
It's been
He's
a
at
few
least
years.
moderately rich and
It's
owns
been a few years. It's been a few years.
It
Don't
could be
immediately, but
blackmail. Also, do you have a persona now, Orange? Who is that?
That's my Final Fantasy XIV OC. Bone.
Yeah.
That is my character from FF14, and she's
Jesus
very cool.
Christ.
Thank you.
It's very cute.
Persona. Jeez.
It's an hour.
Also,
If it was
Also-
a Persona, I'd be very cute.
I didn't even
Also,
notice
for the
text.
record, I do have a persona. It's called my Sonic the Hedgehog OC. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Oh, yeah,
It's
he is
Demon
into the Sonic
Sonic.
stuff.
Demon Sonic 86.
Also, that's a dragon lady. I just have her wearing fox ears because I'm afraid.
Okay, you know what? That's a good-
In-universe racism.
Because of that reason, it's a dragon lady with fox ears. I can understand someone mistaking it for Persona. That's fair.
Not a persona, a person.
Wait. Is this your Final Fantasy 14 characters persona?
it's just the
There you go. Yeah, there you go. Just in Persona might be a Sonic, but the FF14 character's Persona is a fox.
So since the whole hole was opened, that's all I really wanted to talk about was the whole thing with that. I'm good. You can skip me.
Okay. Alright, Randy.
Hit me.
so
I do not.
You sound so
I
fucking
ran out of
dead.
energy completely.
Yes, you ran out complaining about us.
Me.
Yes.
Oh man. What's it? Michelle. His appendages are not doing great. Wait, did he get stabbed in the arm? Is that what happened? It's mentioned a striking pain.
Yukimasa tried to cut his arm off, but he didn't commit to it hard enough.
You mean the Lord?
Yeah.
No, or the swordsman.
Oh wait,
No,
I'm talking about
the
the
Lord
dagger.
did it.
You can just call him
yeah, no, he probably stabbed him. Yeah.
Oh man, not Yukimasa. Michelle's appendages are not doing well right now.
His hand is literally purple.
Oh, she's so cute, Orange.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
she's
he's
so
just
cute.
no, he's just been disarmed.
Yes, I don't have many thoughts.
You see, because he's just like Morgana.
I originally had thoughts like, oh, could Javier be the Lord? But it's like, no, it's Jacopo. Oh wait, no, that was the thing we came up with.
Didn't we already say that there isn't?
No. I meant to say, could the slave, like the male slave, be the Javier? But then just straight up not.
Did B say something to the tune of like there just isn't a Javier? Am I crazy, or was that a thing that was said, or is that just a thing that happens to be true, perhaps?
That is a thing that just happens to be true. I'll give you that. Javi existed in Door 2. That is it.
Javi was a artistic embellishment created by Morgana, an experiment in
No,
storytelling.
shut up, he's real.
Wait, who was
love him.
Javi? Was he the child who led the...
He's the Italian child.
The boys and the writers.
Yeah, he's the one who led the raid on Yukimasa's castle.
Yep. So,
next person.
Who was the next person?
God damn it, Abyss.
This is Joshy.
No, Joshy said we could skip Sim.
I feel like I said most of what I need to say during that. I could start fighting with Wendy again if we need to kill for time.
I'm busy arguing something else right now.
We already have blood on the floor right now, and the mop guy is already out. Let's not go ahead and shed any more tonight.
There's a very important discussion happening.
Yeah, there's definitely no
in the
value
stream
in this
right
discussion.
Oh my god, alright, Con.
I actually found it interesting that he's literally named Michelle. He's come out of just seemingly nowhere to everybody here, and he's trying to get 3 people to go ahead and rescind and repent for their sins.
Michelle?
Yes.
It's a reverse Christmas Carol.
No, in a sense, it's like he's actually an angel trying to get them to repent for their own sins at this point. It's sort of like
Michelle is very mad at you for saying that.
It feels like it. Like, allegorically.
Probably.
They weren't wise.
Symbolic, there it is, not allegory. I don't know why I said allegory. I mean, seriously, Michelle just gave advice to a sociopath, and the sociopath took it.
Well, yes, he also peered deep into the sociopath's soul and freaked him out.
Exactly. Who else could do that but someone who can only be considered a saint?
Somebody with time travel powers.
Or a really good therapist.
Or someone who has seen beyond any kind of truth.
I mean, you could do a lot of convincing people stuff if you have time travel powers and you can see their future.
Or
Not
has
most of the
psychic
time.
mage.
Either way, the symbolism is there, and I felt it very canny.
Uncanny.
Oh, right. Sorry. Uncanny. I'm losing my mind.
We all are,
Aren't we all?
No, I am very sane.
Bone, there's things you said just now that makes me question that.
What?
What?
I've been trying to keep us on track at least to an extent, a small extent.
Owen has actually been a good noodle.
See, I'm a good noodle, guys.
Very wet indeed.
I don't want to hear about how wet he
Right.
was.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Anyways, any
To
other...
learn more about Jacopo's past with Morgana and how the necklace ties into all of this.
Oh. What now?
I'm also very interested to see how Jacopo's past with Morgana fits into this, and I'm very interested to see where the necklace goes with it. And to see if Maria possibly plays any larger role in this than I'm thinking of, but I don't think it will actually occur.
Your Honor, League of Legends.
Death.
Death.
What? Did I say something wrong?
I'm just looking at the stream right now.
Okay.
Any thoughts before we move to the next person, Con?
No. Nothing other than that. You're up, Joey.
Yep.
I honestly don't have anything other than what I said about having the slightest sympathy for Yukimasa because he's a sociopath and nobody knows what a sociopath is in this universe.
Maybe at this time frame.
I'm sorry, but he's
This
not
time frame, yes.
He's a psycho. Like not even like he has no just he has
There's
like
a
distinct
different orange.
disregard
There's a
for
difference
human
between a
life.
psychopath and
I
a
know.
psychopath.
I have a minor in psychology, Crimson.
Actually, I think he is a psychopath. I don't even think he's a sociopath.
I don't think I know the difference. He has a blatant disregard for human life. He doesn't care. His fucking second incarnation just goes on a wanton rampage.
Okay, so what is the actual difference then, Orange? I want to know.
A sociopath is somebody who is like. Okay, hold on a second. I don't have the fucking distinct difference. But the difference is murder and not murder.
One? Can I give
Hold
the
on.
brief one? Because I know
Let
the
the
brief
person
one.
who's hold up.
Oh, I'm talking to him.
What's that?
May I give the brief, easy layman's idea of it? It's like the sociopath is the one that is hotter emotions.
Sociopathy and psychopathy are technically kind of hand in hand. The difference is the degree, and like he just straight up fucking kills people.
Psychopaths are generally seen as colder people. Sociopaths are considered to be like hotter people. Of course, there are exceptions. This is the most layman's idea of it.
That's not what that is.
It's the most layman's idea of it. It is the most basic, non-nuanced version of it.
So all sociopaths are psychopaths, but not all psychopaths or whatever that one.
It's the squares and rectangles.
Psychopaths can be more manipulative, can be seen to others as more charming, lead to a semblance of a normal life, and minimize risk in criminal activities. Sociopaths are more erratic, rage-prone, and able to lead as much of a normal life. Which is
the rage-prone sounds more like Yukimasa then.
Yeah, but see, it's a bit of both too, because he's able to lead a normal life in one instance, but he goes insane in another.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bit of both.
You doing all right there, B?
I'm good.
Oh.
Oh dear. Alright, we can just move on then.
Alright.
Thank you for the lecture, Orange.
I think
Justin.
I'm the last one here in this conversation.
Yes.
Pretty much everyone else said what I was basically gonna say. So let's just have our final endpoint.
Okay.
Sorry, B.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, you're fine. I think B just has things to say that she is not able to.
I am legally not allowed to say anything, so...
There are, like, distinct discussion points that we can throw at you, but the problem is we shouldn't because they would be spoiling things.
She wants to discourse, and she is...
We're getting to the end game point where things that would be... There's nothing left but reveals and explanations.
Mm-hmm. There's no...
So anything more is just going to be telling. Or at least implicative of telling.
So if I may really quickly, thinking about it and looking forward, I don't think we have enough VN left to do two more sessions of base Fata Morgana. Would people be okay with that?
Now that I'm thinking
What
about
about
it,
the side
like
content?
I said base Fata Morgana, like the base.
Oh, based.
Oh yeah, the base part.
So
I thought you just meant it's very based.
So
based on Michelle Belt.
I'm not. Yeah, I guess I'm not entirely sure. I'm in a similar boat with B, but like I'm going a bit off of my own speed for finishing this bit, which actually wasn't that long. But
do you guys want to do one of those like Q&A things like we did for Umineko, or is that not necessary?
Because number one,
it's not really.
Because like number one, like this is essentially explaining itself. It's fine.
I also kind of get it. Yeah, I was just wondering if you were gonna do that because you did it for the last one.
But what I was going to
I mean,
say,
I guess we can do.
It's more straightforward though. Just that the secret's been revealed over a period of time.
Okay, hold on. Okay, we gotta peel back like 18 different layers of discussion because I wasn't done saying things yet. Because the thing I wanted to ask was literally just. Can we start like 30 minutes early?
I mean, yeah. You mean on Friday?
On Friday.
Yeah.
On Friday.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I can do it.
I can try.
I'm usually around that time frame.
Cool beans.
I was thinking, like, would it not be possible just to have like one of the things be a shorter session and have an extra long discussion, or is that not
We
possible?
can. I don't mind having a discussion, so we can just we can get our thoughts, our opinions out, or kind of answer some questions. Maybe.
Yeah, sure. And even then,
maybe
I wouldn't
not.
say it's like
maybe some.
I wouldn't say it's like a hard limit because we have we did again. At the end of the day, we really don't know how long the last bit's gonna take.
And as for the future, what do we have in store when base Fata Morgana is dead?
Fata Morgana sequel.
Fata Morgana. Like there's
sequel.
There's prequel.
Fata Morgana prequel. There's sequel. There's side stories. Fata Morgana
Wait,
hour.
there's more of this?
There's so much more, baby.
Javi at Mount Purgatory.
Oh, so we're not done with this before the end of the year.
Was I the only one that remembered them saying this?
The house in Fata Morgana Saku.
We were thinking of maybe spending December to do Saconia, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't see a problem in just keep on waiting to get to that, because I mean, we still have other content.
What better game to play during December than a game about peace?
Yeah.
Saconia is a Christmas game. This is actually true. It's factual.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a Christmas game, straight up.
That is factual to a
Is it a
degree.
good Christmas game or is it a bad
It's a
one like
great
those
Christmas
old
game.
flash ones
It's the
from
best
Comac?
Christmas game
Wait,
ever.
hold on. You can't say that. The shit's not finished.
This section of it's a pretty good Christmas game.
Okay, all right.
Technically speaking, the best.
Silent Hill.
Technically speaking, the best Christmas game ever is Bayonetta 2, but that's it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I forgot about
This
that.
Christmas game is Batman Returns for the game.
I can't wait to get to Silent Hill.
That's a Christmas
Bayonetta
game?
2 at some point.
So, Batman Returns exclusively takes place during Christmas.
Does
it? Bayonetta 2 takes place during Christmas.
Oh wait, actually, now that we were talking about the Fata Morgana prequel, sequel, and side stories, and then the April Fool story that is unrelated to Fata Morgana, but still.
We had to kind of.
Is it just like same characters, funny situation?
Yeah, it's a goofy situation.
Same,
with all of the...
same character sprites. They are not the same characters they are in Fata Morgana.
The problem is that we had to push it off because we wanted to do Seventh Layer on actual April Fool's Day a little bit, but the problem is that it uses all of the character sprites from the old thing, and it uses all the same names. So
Yeah, so we couldn't just bust out into this goofiness.
plus I feel like it might color people's expectations, but I think Umineko already did irreparable damage to all of you.
It did.
You guys kept saying this was like Umineko. You can't blame us for
We kept
thinking
saying
it's gonna be like
aesthetics.
Umineko.
We said aesthetics.
You kept saying Umineko adjacent. Like,
You
how
actually
are we
did
supposed
say
to
that.
interpret
No,
that?
Because there's a hold on.
Everybody, shut up!
Also,
There's a
additionally,
house- there's
all
a
of you?
house, There's a
All of us?
there's a house. There's a witch. There's some weird shenanigans with time of sorts going on. Umineko adjacent.
That's a stretch.
Yeah.
That's pretty lined up.
I would call that a stretch.
Theming than anything else.
I hate
the difference between
I
this
hate
and
reaping
Umineko
what I
is the
sow.
magic
I
is
hate
just
reaping
fucking
what I
real.
sow.
Which is also
You keep saying it's like Umineko, and then get upset when we think this is like Umineko.
And say I was upset. But
Words.
anyways. Moving on.
This whole discussion.
Well, I mean,
has
we're
been
moving
a
on to the end of
brain.
the stream. There's nothing left.
Good. Great. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Irene. Goodbye.
Night.